Hello everyone, Mr. Daydream here. Welcome to the show. Yeah, as y'all can probably tell, I made a few changes to the show, so yeah, hopefully it'll be a bit better. Toys. Little fun devices for kids to play with. It seems as though every kid couldn't get enough of these things. Going to a toy store is like the most exciting experience for any kid. It leaves them happy and their parents' wallet empty and miserable. Anyways, parents everywhere find those moments way too precious. So hey, why not try to capitalize on those precious moments? Then you get toy channels. YouTube channels that feature toys as the main attraction. You have videos of kids playing with toys, parents unboxing toys, fully grown men playing with girl toys, whatever the heck this is. As well as those videos that really begs the question of, what were they thinking? Ugh, these videos are so mind-numbing when you have common sense. So anyways, let's begin this video on toy channels. First of all, I find it quite amazing how many of these toy channels exist. I mean, look at this. It's ridiculous. Wait a minute. Titty, toys, and dolls? What? It goes without saying, but if a certain genre of videos become very popular on YouTube, there are bound to be tons of people who hop on the bandwagon and do the exact same thing in order to get a slice of that moolah. Huzzah for being inspired to do uninspired things. Now, just to make one thing clear, I don't hate everyone that gets inspired by something and make their own version of said thing, as long as they're able to add something new to the formula to where they have their own identity. But most of these people just do the exact same thing as everybody else to the point to where you can barely distinguish one channel from another. Nevertheless, they still manage to get millions of views without the need of being creative. Why bother as long as you're rolling in cash? Avoid popularity if you would have peace. If only those young pop singers were to learn that lesson sooner. It's really weird how these toy channels have gotten this sudden surge in popularity. I mean, there were a few toy channels in the early days of YouTube, but I suppose with the internet being more accessible now than ever before, thanks to devices such as smartphones and tablets, parents can just shut their kid up by playing a marathon of these videos while they go do their own thing. And see, that's the thing. As long as kids are entertained or amused, they don't mind watching the same videos over and over again, which would explain why simplistic videos can gain millions and millions of views. Like this one. Huge egg, surprise, toys, challenge, inflatable, water slide, Disney, Cars, toys, Paw Patrol, Spider-Man.
You said a mouthful.
Hey genius, the keywords go in the tags, not the title, you idiot. The other reason why these toy channels are so successful are the parents who absolutely love to see the pure happiness and excitement of kids. They can't get enough of that. So that's why videos of kids opening surprise eggs are such a huge hit. Like this Mickey Mouse one who's shaped like an overweight bowling pin. So that's basically the main reason why these toy channels are so popular. You got kids who are easily amused and don't mind watching the same videos over and over again. Then you got parents who are easily amused by kids getting happy and don't mind watching those videos over and over again. Genius! While there are toy channels that have kids playing with toys, there are also toy channels that have adults playing with toys. What? To be fair though, they're not really playing with them, they're just unboxing the toys and show off what the toys can do. Now you wouldn't think that such a simplistic idea like that is a recipe for success. But it apparently is for whatever reason. I don't necessarily mind them that much. Except when it's a fully grown man who unboxes toys meant for little girls and plays around with them a little.
Into a beautiful princess dress with the help of my blue fairy godmother. She said all I gotta do is put the dress down here and say the magic words while I wave the wand.
The thing I hate the most with these toy channels are the adults themselves. Is there an absolute rule that whenever you talk, you have to use the most obnoxious voice imaginable?
Oh my goodness! Check out all of these troll toys!
And there's a Batman rocker. They shake, shake, shake.
Ah, it's time for LOL Surprise! The Fizzy Fizzy Toy Show!
It's so annoying. And that may be rich coming from someone like me. I mean, I may not have the most beautiful voice in the world, but at least I don't start every video like... There's no real thought put in these videos. They're either way too cringy, way too dull, or just mind-numbingly stupid. And I know that a bunch of people are gonna say something like, Mr. Daydream, you idiot! These videos are meant for kids! Who cares how bad the videos are as long as the kids are entertained? Well, in that case, you're the real idiot here. You're telling me that as long as these kids are occupied, it's completely fine to show them brain-dead videos with nothing of substance? Come on, your kids deserve better entertainment than that! The other thing I hate the most with these toy channels is how they just flat out disable the comments and the like-dislike bar in every single video they churn out. Like, why? It just feels like they don't want to hear what people have to say about it or what their honest thoughts are. They just want people to watch the videos and that's it. Go watch our next video or go take a hike. Thanks for your revenue. And that's the problem. They're making so much money to the point to where they don't need to make improvements or changes to make their videos better because why bother? They're already making a fortune by regurgitating the same stale material over and over again. So given that fact, they don't give a flying f*** on what you have to say. My biggest concern for these toy channels are the ones that involves the parents' kids receiving toys and surprise eggs like I mentioned earlier. At first, their reactions are, in all honesty, quite precious and heartwarming.
Well, turn around, silly.
But see, here's the problem. They heavily capitalize on that child's excitement, and it works for a while because the reactions from that child are genuine. But when you keep doing these surprise videos so much and so frequent, the child is no longer going to be extremely surprised anymore because it's starting to become an everyday normal thing in their lives. See, that's why birthdays and Christmas times are so special, because you only get gifts annually rather than every single day. It'll go from, oh my god, I'm so excited, I can't wait, yay!
What do you think? Whoa, this is so big! Elsa doll! Whoa! Whoa!
2, oh my god, I'm so excited, I can't wait. Yay.
I'm super excited.
Let me crack it open. Ooh, cool.
Oh, cool. I got the Overworld Steven horse pack from Minecraft.
What's inside? What's inside?
excited. It's Iron Man's hand.
Now you may ask yourself, well, if the kid is clearly disinterested, why do they bother saying that they're excited? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because their parents are making them do it.
Cool! It's a Zoom ball! Even though I don't even know what this is.
You see, these parents know for a fact that if the kid doesn't seem the least bit interested, then their audience won't find their videos interesting anymore, which will affect their views, which will affect their source of income. So before they start recording the video, they're probably telling their kid, hey Timmy, remember, you have to sound excited. And you gotta have to do it throughout this whole video, whether you like it or not. Something like that. I'm just concerned about these kids the more I watch these videos. The stress they have to put up with from their parents, the fact that they don't have a say in the matter. I just hope they don't become scarred for life. The other problem is that since these parents are constantly showering their kids with toys and goodies, they may unintentionally raise that kid to be very spoiled. Since they haven't learned the importance of patience or the fact that you have to be a good, responsible person in order to earn and or deserve things, they'll end up being very selfish and demanding. And the parent will go all nuts and yell, where did I go wrong? Now I know what some of y'all might be thinking. Mr. Daydream, does there exist any good toy channels on YouTube? Well, I'm glad you asked, because there's the legend himself. If you've been using YouTube for a long time, you probably know who I'm talking about. the product guru who brings you the coolest products of yesterday and today. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mike Mozart of Jeepers Media.
Hi, this is Mike Mozart, back again bringing you the coolest products of yesterday and today.
I love this guy. He was one of the first YouTube channels I've ever watched. He's so humorous and delivers plenty of entertainment for all ages. He's also one of those people that made me want to become a YouTuber. Watching his videos always puts me in a good mood. Unlike the majority of parents in these toy channels, Mike is actually a professional toy designer who's designed toys and products for many years. So whenever he critiques a certain toy, you know there's more credibility to it since he has a lot of experience in that field. He mostly reviews failed toys, but he would also review toys that are simply amazing. He also cares about safety. When it comes to knockoff toys, he would advise parents not to buy them and would give them clues on how to identify what's officially licensed and what's not. Since knockoff toys haven't been safety tested, they could have lead paint or sharp edges on them, which can be harmful to your kids. He also has some crazy sound effects as well. It's silly, but it adds to the charm. There are also times where his jokes can be very corny.
Here I am, Mike Mozart, the New York Public Library. I'm not lying.
But I'd much rather watch someone who's delightfully cheesy rather than someone who is just plain obnoxious.
It's a surprise party with 101 surprise eggs.
Hey, if you like this review of all this Easter fail, please give me 5 stars right down there. I'd really appreciate those 5 stars.
Wow, the 5-star rating system. That's how you can tell how old these videos are. Despite being around since 2007, his channel doesn't have as many subs as these new toy channels. It is a shame, really. It could be because he stopped making videos in late 2012. He had a 3-year hiatus until he made a video in late 2015 telling his audience what he has been up to and has stated that the toy reviews will return. Nothing happened for nearly 2 years and counting. Despite that, he is very active on Instagram, constantly posting updates and pictures on his graffiti art, which look really nice. It wasn't until the middle of this year where he appeared on Rebel Taxi's Pizza podcast, as well as on a stream once again stating that he will return to make toy reviews. That's fantastic, Mike, but please make it happen this time. There's only so much teasing we can take. You are the king of toy channels, and we would love to see you return to the throne. I mean, really.
I mean, really. I mean, really. I mean, really. I mean, really.
In conclusion, toy channels have definitely become popular, but also incredibly underwhelming. They mostly offer nothing but pandering material that's meant to keep kids engaged, but they get nothing out of it. If you're an adult and you never want to sit through stupid dreck such as this, what makes you think it's completely fine for children to be watching this kind of stuff for hours? Oh, but it's for kids, that means it's completely fine. It's really unfortunate how channels that put actual thought and effort into their videos get diddly squat, whereas these bland, forgettable channels who's run by irritating troglodytes get the main spotlight. I believe it's very important to offer kids creative material that challenges their imagination. Nothing about these toy channels really inspire kids to do things. If anything, all it's going to do is encourage kids to bug their parents to buy them even more stuff. It'll be like, hey dad, I want all the stuff this kid has. I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And the father will be like, what have I done? So thank you very much for attending today, and I hope to see you again. And remember to be thankful for what you have, because if you desire too much, you may lose control of your life. Hi. This thing is a classic.